Hello everyone, and welcome to Classic Storytime. I'm so excited you're here. Today, we're going to journey into a magical forest for a very famous tale. Are you ready? Today's story is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, deep in a sun-dappled forest, there stood a cozy little cottage. This wasn't just any cottage, though. It was the home of a family of three bears, a great big papa bear, a medium-sized mama bear, and a teeny-tiny baby bear. One sunny morning, Mama Bear made a delicious pot of porridge for breakfast, but, oh dear, it was much too hot to eat. So, Papa Bear, with his deep, rumbling voice, said, "Let's go for a walk in the woods while our porridge cools down." And so they did, leaving their cottage door slightly ajar. Not long after, a curious little girl with beautiful golden yellow hair named Goldilocks was wandering through that same forest. She spotted the charming little cottage and thought, "Oh, what a lovely house. I wonder who lives here." She knocked on the door, tap, 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 but no one answered. Feeling a bit bold, she pushed the door open and peeked inside. The cottage was empty, but on the table she saw 3 bowls of porridge. Her tummy rumbled, so she decided to have just a little taste. First, she tried the porridge from Papa Bear's great big bowl. "Ouch," she cried. "This porridge is way too hot." Next, she tried the porridge from Mama Bear's medium-sized bowl. "Bleck," she said, making a face. "This porridge is too cold." Finally, she tried the porridge from Baby Bear's teeny-tiny bowl. She smiled. "This porridge is just right," and she ate it all up, every last spoonful. Feeling quite full, Goldilocks looked for a place to sit. In the living room, she saw 3 chairs. First, she tried Papa Bear's great big chair. "This chair is too hard," she grumbled, wiggling around. Then she tried Mama Bear's medium-sized chair. "This chair is too soft," she complained, sinking down into the cushions. Finally, she sat in Baby Bear's teeny-tiny chair. "Ah, this chair is just right," she declared happily. But as she rocked back and forth, crack, the little chair broke into pieces all over the floor. Oops. Now, Goldilocks was feeling rather sleepy. She tiptoed upstairs to the bedroom and saw 3 beds all in a row. First, she climbed onto Papa Bear's great big bed. "This bed is too hard," she said, bouncing off. Then she tried Mama Bear's medium-sized bed. "This bed is too soft." She sighed, feeling like she was sinking in a cloud. So she hopped over to Baby Bear's teeny-tiny bed. "Perfect," she whispered. "This bed is just right." She snuggled under the covers and, in no time at all, fell fast asleep. Just then, the 3 bears returned from their walk, ready for their breakfast. Papa Bear looked at his bowl and growled in his deep voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Mama Bear looked at her bowl and said in her gentle voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Then Baby Bear looked at his empty bowl and cried in his teeny-tiny voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge, and they've eaten it all up." They went into the living room. "Someone's been sitting in my chair." roared Papa Bear. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," said Mama Bear. Then Baby Bear looked at his broken chair and wailed, "Someone's been sitting in my chair, and they've broken it all to pieces." The three bears quietly crept upstairs to the bedroom. Papa Bear looked at his bed and growled, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." Mama Bear looked at her bed and whispered, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." Then Baby Bear tiptoed to his bed and squeaked, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and here she is." Just then, Goldilocks woke up. She saw three furry bear faces staring down at her. She let out a little scream, leaped out of the bed, and dashed out of the room. She flew down the stairs, out the front door, and ran all the way home as fast as her legs could carry her. And she never went back to the Three Bears' cottage again. From that day on, Goldilocks learned a very important lesson. It's always best to respect other people's homes and belongings. Respecting others' things is always the right choice. And that's the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time on Classic Storytime. Don't forget to subscribe for more adventures. Bye for now.